everyone, Kaseem here. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You're awesome. Welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to go over some few things. So I've been thinking about how I can really help people that are not too familiar with picking stocks, and they don't want to pick stocks, and they're just interested in just putting money into the market and putting money into something like an ETF, for example. Putting money into the market. I'm gonna put a note up right here. You're gonna see right now the definition of an ETF, what an ETF is. You can pause it and read what an ETF is. So my goal with this video is to show you how to compare which ETF to use and which website you can use to compare to see which one is the better one. Now I'm basically trying to set up my M1 Finance IRA portfolio. This is just the IRA. The government allow you. If you don't know what an IRA is, I will also leave a note right above this video. You can pause it and read what an IRA is. An IRA is just an account that the government let you put in tax-free money, that when you retire in the future, you can take the money out tax-free. You don't have to pay tax on the money. So in the UK, it's called an IRA. In the US, it's called IRA. I don't know what else it's called in the world. You can Google it. But the government let you put in the US, they let you put in $6,000 as of 2020, $6,000 tax-free that you don't have to pay tax on in the future when you retire. So I'm basically trying to set up my portfolio here, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to focus on monthly dividend stocks that pay every month. Every single month they pay, and I wanted to just be able to compound over time. So I've been looking at which company pays the most for the most part. So I've been looking at that. So obviously I have to have Tesla in any of my portfolios. It's stupid not to have Tesla. Any of my portfolio, I have to have Tesla in it. This is not investment advice. I'm not giving you investment advice. So now I'm looking at PEY. It's a monthly paying dividend stock. SPLV is all these ETFs are all monthly paying dividend stock. So PEY, SPLV, SPHD, and DGRW, they all pay every month. Every month, the ETF pay income. They pay you. They pay me. They pay every month. Is a dividend paying stock. So what I've been doing is I've been doing some research on which ones are the best ones, and I basically decide on this four right here. So I'm going to show you and walk you through the process of what I do what I do when I'm researching companies. Okay, this is just me walking you through the process. So this is the portfolio visualizer that I use, and before we get into this, we have to go all the way back to Seeking Alpha. You guys know I really like using Seeking Alpha. So we have to come all the way back here and quickly do some quick analysis here on Seeking Alpha. The first company we're going to look at is SPHD, right? The dividend, first of all, before we look at the dividend, let's quickly take a look at how the company has performed in the past and see how we can help benefit our portfolio. I'm not going to make this video too long. I don't want to make it too long. So as you can see, if you go to summary, I'm just going to show you this one, SPHD, and then you can use it as a form of research. If you want to research the rest, like you can want to research DGR, or you want to research, SPLV, you can use this first one that I'm using as example to do your final research. Okay, so let's look at the summary here. Over the past year, they've lost 13%. Let's look at Max, for example. We look at Max. You see that they've pulled back a lot this year. They pulled back a lot. And good for me, I was able to buy in at the low. I bought a lot at the low here with my other account, the Dividend and Growth account. I bought a lot at this point. So that's that. So if you look at 10 years, they're basically inching up. The highest point I got to at this point is $43. And right now is at $38. So that's good. 5 years, it's gained 11% in 5 years. 1 year is lost 13%. Year to date, we're down 16%. So this is a good entry for me. But I'm not buying this anymore because I bought it at this point with my other account, the Dividend Investing account, Dividend and Growth account. I bought it in it. So that is that. The next thing I want to look at is the holdings. How many companies what are the top sector that the ETF is invested in? The top sector that the ETF is invested in. So with this one, if you click on summary, you'll be able to see the performance and everything. If you click on holdings, you can see the top sector that this ETF is invested in. So you see that it's utilities, real estate, technology, communication, consumer defense, and then you see the percentage. You see the field that it's invested in, different area of the economy that it's this ETF is invested in, and you see the percentages. And then if you want to view the top holdings of the ETF, it's right here. You see Iron Mountain, Dow. This is the top holding of this ETF, and you can see the top holding is like 27% of this ETF. So that's the main thing. You look at summary, you look at the performance, overall performance from year to date. Top holdings, you'll be able to see, okay, what are the top holdings of the company, of the ETF. And then you want to go here to dividend, because that's why we're doing this. We want to get paid. This is the dividend section. So you go to dividend, you see dividend growth. This ETF has grown every year for the past 7 years, and for the past 5 years it has grown 10%. So in general, for the past 7 years this ETF has grown, and for the past 5 years it has grown 10%. You can divide this by 5, by this number by 5, and you get how much it's grown by every year. But the past 5 years collectively it's grown 10%. Payout ratio is not shown. The annual payout rate. So for every stock that you own, each stock is $38. For every stock that you own, you get paid $1.84, and that is divided into 12. Okay. This is the dividend yield. So that's the total yield of this amount, the percentage of this amount. That's what you get paid, and every month. It's great. I mean, if you do this for over like 20 years, that is a lot of money. So that's how you compare this. Okay, and you see here, this is monthly. It pays every month. This is monthly. So we go to our next one. This is SPHD, and that pays every month. And then we go to the next one here. You can do the same thing. If you go to holdings, you'll be able to see the breakdown. Let's quickly check on this really quickly. If you go to holdings, you're gonna see all the breakdowns here. I'm sorry about this. It takes a little bit. Okay, we're back on. As you can see, this one, the top holding is in technology. You can see all the breakdowns. You see the percentages that are invested in each sector of the economy. Okay, and you see the top holding. This one here, the top holding is Apple, Microsoft, Verizon, Procter & Gamble, and it goes down from there. Okay, so that is the top holding. If you go to dividend, you'll be able to see if that pays every month. I just want to show you guys how this worked for me, how I'm looking at this anyways. So you see this pays every month here, and then if I go to the next one, as well, you see SPLV, and you see here it has grown 7% in the past 5 years, almost 8%. It's grown straight for 4 years, and this pays 7 cents per share, and it also pays monthly. So you get the gist. You can check the holdings, PEY. This pays every month. It has grown for the past 9 years. They've grown their dividend for the past 9 years. It pays on average, the past 5 years it's grown 10%. Here we can see that the dividend yield is 4%, and this pays 6 cents every month, and this also pays monthly. So that is that. And then what we're gonna do here is, this is the website that I use to compare which ones would be the best to invest in terms of percentages. I'll show you that in a second. So let's say we're trying to get an idea of how the portfolio would have performed over the past, let's say over the past 10 years or something, how the portfolio would have performed. So if you go here, we go to the website Portfolio Visualizer. If you go on Google, just type that in, it will come up, and then you just go, okay, year to year. Let's say we started this portfolio up in 2010, like how I'm doing right here. I'm showing you guys how I do research for me to pick stocks. Okay, so but with this one, I'm only focusing on companies that pay monthly. That's the focus of my IRA. I'm gonna only put money into ETFs that pay monthly, so I don't have to manage it. I just put money in and collect the check every single month. That's the main thing that I'm doing with this portfolio. So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna see, let's say we started this in the year 2010, so like 12 years ago. Started this 2010, and then we ended by the year 2020. Okay, that's no initial amount. Let's say we started with 1,000. Cash flow, we put money in on a regular basis, and we put in $500 a month, because remember, IRA lets you put in $6,000 a year. So we put in $500 a month, and then we do inflation adjusted. Yes, contribution will be every month. Rebalancing, we don't rebalance it. Display income, I wanted to display the income. Yes, hopefully it displays the income. Let's say I don't want to put it against any benchmark, but display the income, yes. And then custom, you can put custom. Unfortunately, this only lets you do 3 portfolio. I wish it would let me be able to compare absolutely everything, but it only lets you compare 3. So I have to go with whatever they're doing. I think probably if you want to compare more, you have to pay for it, and I'm not paying for it. So I'm putting all my money into the market at the moment. So I don't want to pay for anything extra. So let's click here. We analyze the portfolio. So this will give us, give us like an historical example of how the portfolio would have performed. And we're looking at these three SPHD, DGRW, and then we look at SPLV. Okay, so this is what the numbers would look like. If we put in 1,000 and we continue putting in 500 every month into these 3 companies, by the year 2020 that we're in right now, the portfolio, each amount would have grown to, the first one would have grown to 46,000, 64,000, and 57,000. That's how much it would have grown by. And this is the percentages over the past 12 years. 12 years. So this is also very, very, this is a great thing to do. This is a great thing to do. The best year, each of them would have returned over 22%, and the worst year, SPHE basically did the worst, and I'm sure it was the big dip that it had this year. But the worst year, you would have lost 23%, and you would have lost 5% here, you would gain 9% here. And then yeah, this is the percentage growth. This is the percentage growth. It's supposed to show how much you've been making per month. Let's see, monthly returns. If you look at monthly returns here, so let's see, this is literally my first time looking at this with you guys. I'm just trying to show you guys genuinely how I do my research into these companies. Let's see, this is not showing me how much is paying per month. It just gives you an estimate of the breakdown if you put in 500 and seeing how much it will grow by. Let's see here, display income. I wanted to display income. Why is it not displaying income? Display income, yeah. Rebalance, no. Monthly, yep. So display income, let's see, hopefully it displays the income, or maybe it's something we have to pay for. Well, it's not displaying the income, it's just displaying the returns. But let's just look at the returns anyways. So this is how you can check to compare which stock to pick, and it lets you compare between 3. You can compare which stock to pick, which one will be the best one for you. So I hope this video has helped you. As you see, among all these 3, SPHD, DGRW, and PEY, the best performing one that has returned the most is DGRW here. DGRW, that is starting with $1,000, 12 years later, putting in 500 every week, you would have had 6,400. Obviously, you get paid every month. Let's go here and look at DGRW. I think it's right here. So this is it. DGRW, it pays monthly. You see right here, dividend frequency, it pays every month. So every month you receive income from investing into this this ETF. You receive income every month, and it gets, basically you get the money and it gets reinvested back into the portfolio, just like how I normally share with you guys with my monthly dividend videos. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do here with this video, and I hope you find value in this video. So yeah, that is how I compare and I do research in terms of which companies to put more money into, which ones to reduce money into, which one will perform better over time. So what I've decided to do, this is a brand new portfolio that I'm starting up. This is brand new. So those of you guys that are new to my channel, that you watch my channel on a regular basis, you're gonna get to see how this perform over time. Okay. The second thing before I get into what I want to get into, I have an IRA. Oh, it's not open here. I have to go open it up. But I will get to that in just 1 second. Before I get into my Stash Invest account, on this portfolio, I allocate 30% of new money. Whenever I deposit money into the portfolio, 30% of the money will go into Tesla, 20% will go into PEY, 20% will go into SPLV, and 15% will go into, you know what, matter of fact, I'm going to change this up so you guys will see how I change this. I want to put about 10%. I'll put about 10% right here into SPHD, because that one don't perform as well, and I'm going to put 20% into DGRW. And then you go up top here. Let me move this up. You go up top here and you hit save. It saves, and then you'll be able to see in your portfolio here you'll be able to see in your portfolio here the changes. So the changes, you can see this change. Pardon, sorry about that. You can see this change here, that it changed to 20%. It changed to 20%. So you can see this change here, that this changed to 20%. This is 10% now. 20, 20, 20. Because this one's they perform a lot better than SPHG. So, but I still want SPHG because it is the one that pays the most. So, but yeah, so I keep this portfolio really simple. I have Tesla, I have debt, I have the 4 dividend payers. So anytime I do this video, I want to always let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes. I'm not telling you to invest in this stock. Please don't take my videos as investment advice, because I am not allowed to give you investment advice. I'm not an investment professional. This is for educational purposes, so you can see what I'm doing. What I do on this channel is to provide a real world person, someone like you, which I am, sharing with you research that I do in order for me to invest my money. So please don't take this as investment advice. It's just a way for you to start your own research. And if you decide to invest in those things that I just showed you, that is up to you. Don't sue me, bro. This is not investment advice. The disclaimer out of the way. Thank you very much for